camera doesn't make me look so red.
Kind of camoed out here, huh?
A little bit. A little bit.
All right. We are live for the pregame show at Fish Talk Live.
How about it?
Live on live.
Live on live.
Big show tonight. Huge show. Super pumped.
Got some big names coming aboard.
Big names, big products, beautiful faces. So we're pumped to have y'all. This is just the pregame show. We're letting everyone get logged in. And actually, for the first time ever, we are going to jump straight into
Catch of the week.
The Extreme Decalz Catch of the week. So we're going to let y'all get logged in here for a few more minutes, and then
hopefully y'all did some fishing this week.
Beautiful weather. Oh my God.
Smokes.
It looks like that pretty much all week too.
I'm excited for it.
Gets a little breezy. A little breezy. Nothing crazy.
As soon as that tide fully comes in, here comes the breeze.
So, again, this is just the pregame show. We'll get started with the actual show here soon. Let you guys get all logged in. Billy, how was your day today?
It was absolutely stunning, to be honest with you. Out there on the airboat, crystal clear waters, blue skies, no wind. Talk about seeing some fish.
I know you said after every tour, I didn't want to come in.
No.
I didn't want to come in.
No, my hour tour has turned into an hour and 45 minutes. I apologize.
Dude, all those, hey, it's all right. As long as the guests are happy. And the boat.
Guaranteed
and
that.
You. And then all those grouper that you saw, the flats.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Shallow waters.
We'll put that video up later this week. But Billy, what were you in, a foot or two?
2 feet at least. At the max, I should say. 2 feet, found a nice crack out there, and found it up and running. See a big pile of fish movement. Next thing you know, they all just funnel into one little hole, circle back onto it, and there were still more fish coming into it. They couldn't all fit under the ledge. That was I want to find more of those.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sean's just getting ready to throw up some photos here. As soon as he's ready, I'm ready to see what y'all caught.
Right there with you.
Be sure to say hello. We've got Aubrey managing the comments
Scary
tonight.
thought.
Yeah, very scary, but we're excited. There we go.
I've been trying. You really see the difference.
Seriously working on your tan. Scott, you are the man.
Appreciate you tuning in.
I wonder where Scott's going to fish this week. He knows this whole area.
See if he'll stick to the ho fishing for doe spots.
We'll see what happens.
Treated him well last year.
I tell you what, while we're waiting, we've got the Florida Redfish Series coming up this weekend. We're going to be touching on here in a little bit.
Yeah,
the CCBA tournament folks are in the house. We're going to be hanging out with them.
Tournament.
Captain Mario on the Ayinde Matthews State Farm casting couch. So, Sean, you ready to do some photos? Catch of the week?
Probably got a pretty good giveaway this night too.
Do what?
Probably got a good giveaway.
Big giveaway. Valued at?
What is all?
How much? What's a?
The entries?
Yeah.
Oh, an entry is $165 currently.
$165 value giveaway. There we go.
Look at those little mugs.
Brody got to go fishing with his cousin Damon from St. Pete on Saturday. Absolutely just annihilated the redfish.
Yeah, double headers.
It was awesome. Captain Matt Kleckner's beautiful wife, Billy.
Very nice.
Chase, my man.
6.5 pound bass. Beautiful fish.
They were swimming in the live well, by the way. That's why they're soaked.
Right. I can believe that. Good for them. Captain Gene putting you on the snook. Very nice.
Tell you what, he gets on them.
Yeah, that's a fact. That new micro draft of his puts him in some good places.
Loving that micro draft.
Yeah.
I always like watching him come down the canal. I mean, just grin ear to ear.
He's almost got a strut to him now.
James Hansen with a nice southern redfish, we'll call it. Jessica catches a lot.
Oh, bucket mouth. Good to see.
That's why they call it a bucket mouth? Huh. That is a client of Captain Matt Kleckner's with a big old fat trout.
Got something
Look
in
at the
its
belly on that
Holy
thing.
smokes. Nice to see it.
Oh, do you think you got that in St. Martin's?
I don't think so.
And his reel is upside down. Man, Man, Matt's just got all kinds of...
He did some fishing this week.
Yeah, he did. Captain Mario. Nice red. That's an awesome photo. That's how you can tell Mario always focuses in on his clients.
Oh, yeah. Puts him in portrait. Oh, Mr. Rick Largell. Nice dark back red.
Yeah. Scott Parrish, stud of a snook.
23 and a half.
Wow.
Whew. Makes that snook look pretty cute.
He is dialed in on the redfish. The shoop-a-loop.
I got to drive by as they pulled that thing out of the water. It was a pretty cool sight to get to see. Yeah. Yeah, if y'all want to know, I'll tell you exactly what island it was.
That's his brother Tommy there. Good deal. Well, that was the Extreme Decalz Catch of the week.
Love to see that.
Alrighty, so that was the pregame show. So if you all are ready, I think we're ready. We're going to go ahead and get into this thing.
Get this night started.
Beyond the woods, down the twists and the turns, through the marsh lies the knowledge needed to fish the nature coast.
This is Fish Talk Live.
That caught me off guard there.
It did. I thought it was us at first.
Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
Fish Talk Live, presented by the one and only
Phillips Auto Group.
Phillips Auto Group. There it is, Stardom Young. That is right, Loretta. Guys, welcome to Fish Talk Live. We are talking pelagic fishing tonight.
Blue water stuff.
Billy, what are we talking? I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Just it's blue water. It's deep. It's
like 20
bottomless.
feet, 30 feet, more.
Yeah, pelagic. I'm gonna assume is like 150 plus.
So obviously, we really don't know what the heck we're talking
Not
about
at
when it
all,
comes to
no.
that type of fishing. But we have the CEO of pelagic fishing on the show right here tonight. Captain Jack Carlson of Two Conchs Charters is going to be talking with Captain Mario on the Ayinde Matthews State Farm Casting Couch here shortly.
Yes.
Pumped about that one, man.
Yes.
Super, super excited. Guys, you have to listen to that segment. You talk about somebody that's got a cool story. You know, it's I'm really excited to hear him and Mario chat it up and also learn about pelagic fishing, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
We tried it once.
we did okay.
Yeah. We caught fish.
Trolled 8 hours, caught 2 fish. It wasn't too
48
bad.
years. Did all right.
But we got our first sailfish.
Yeah. My first mahi.
Thanks to Braden and Dominic actually hooking us up with the trolling lures.
Yeah, that did happen.
We were trolling with spinning rods, which
Florida
apparently
fishing product.
the Florida fishing product, the Resolutes, and then the Bubba rods. It was a really cool experience. We got it done, but we have a lot to learn. So
Pretty comical to watch.
I'm going to make sure and listen hard on that conversation. Then we also have our friends from the CCBA Family Fishing Tournament here
tonight.
right here. It's also going to be on the casting couch.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got our friends from Bubba.
Oh, yes.
So we've got Michael in the product development department who's going to be introducing a brand new product to you all right here live on Fish Talk
excited.
Live on the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk. So like I said,
Got a big lineup tonight.
big show. But real quick, Billy, before we go any further, let's talk about the tournament coming up this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Florida Redfish Series.
Florida Redfish Series, stop number 5? 4. It's stop number 4.
Stop number Crystal River.
Stop number Crystal River, our home grounds. There it is, April 8th, this Saturday. So the halfway ramp is where everyone's going to be leaving from. The weigh-in itself is going to be at Plantation. The captain's meeting on Friday is going to be
Prohibition Grill, right?
Prohibition Bar Grill, the Cop Winery, the whole back area. Guys, this tournament, you know, like we've talked about almost every show, this is where you step your game up.
That's it. That's it. Step in and try it.
That's it. This is a 2-person teams, artificial only, live weigh-ins, release the fish, conservation at its finest, and it's just it's a really cool program they put together, and they're going to be right here in Citrus County. So
Absolutely. If you're looking to catch redfish, Sunday's going to be a great day to fish the bay.
Sunday, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Those little canals right next to Plantation. But you don't. A lot of people are confused with the tournament series. You don't have to fish every single tournament.
Not at all.
You can only fish one if you want. There's big payouts. Extreme Decalz threw up an extra $1,000 for the kayak and the boat division because it's in his hometown.
That's it.
That's just how Brian works. So, we're really looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good one. Great turnout. Rick Clargell. Good job on the correction, Billy.
I try.
So, does anyone have any questions, about the, before we jump into this other stuff, about the Florida Redfish Series coming up?
Or any of the subjects that we brought up yet?
Anything happening? Some good fish to be caught this weekend, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't think we could ask for better weather, knock on.
Yeah, driving around there on the airboat all day long and seeing what I saw, it should be a beautiful weekend for red fishing.
You know what, Billy? Even though I'm fishing this tournament, why don't you go ahead and give your famous airboat scouting report? What have you seen out there?
Today, we had such glass waters out there. My first 3 tours playing at very low tides. It was really nice to get to see the redfish are actually starting to bunch up in the reef. I'm actually starting to find them in more than 2 to 3 in schools. I found actually a couple of schools up to 10 to 12. It was nice to get to see that. Playing out there in the reef, they were playing on the outskirts in the grass flats. There are quite a few upper slots found in some of the backwaters, not outside of the channels, not quite into the Gulf of Mexico. There's a lot of good fish. After what I saw today, excited for it.
Likewise, it's going to be really good. We've got some of the best anglers in the state of Florida coming right here. Now, so I think we covered that one. Redfish still hanging on the outer points, absolutely. Look for your lope and mullet, Ken. That's what we did Saturday. We followed the mullet. Hopefully the report's going to be on the Florida Insider, but literally just looked for the pockets out in front of any outer mangrove island. Looked for that calm water on that big incoming tide we had. And shrimp under those submersed popping corks was the key. That was the trick.
Doesn't get much easier.
No. And supposedly each digital is a redfish. Yes.
That is a fact.
Super cool shirt. This is the Florida Redfish Series Tournament Edition shirt made by Submersed Gear. So not only do they make awesome pop corks, they make awesome shirts as well. Now, real quick, Mario, what do you know about pelagic fishing?
Pelagic fishing? I know little to nothing
Deep
about
water
pelagic
stuff.
fishing. Yeah. Closest thing I get to pelagic anything is probably Spanish mackerel.
Which
I believe pelagic means migratory. I believe that's the.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
I think it is.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I heard it somewhere, maybe on YouTube. I don't know.
We'll have to ask Jack that later.
Or Google.
Well, that's kind of cool. So, all 3 of us, we're going to be intrigued by tonight's subject that we're supposed to be preaching, but we're going to learn from the professionals on the pelagic side. But before we do that, let's go to a quick commercial break, and then when we come back,
Make sure to be here.
I think we're talking Bubba when we come back, right?
Bubba's.
All right. BRB.
Now servicing the Central Florida area at Phillips Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Ocala, located on South Highway 441.
We are back right here at the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk. And as you can see, it's decked out with Bubba gear because that's who we've got on the show tonight. We've got one of the men behind the concepts, the designs, the software. Everything that goes into not just fillet knives. So we introduced the Marina not too long ago, the Bubba rods. One of the best things that, in my opinion, that has came out in a very long time. But I think tonight's subject and the main focus point might top those rods. So we've got Michael from Bubba. He's actually on vacation right now in Missouri, but he's still taking the time to talk about this new product. So, Michael, you out there, my friend?
I'm here.
There he is. What is going on?
Nothing much, you?
Oh, just living the dream, talking about fishing, and get to really learn about what's new in the Bubba world. So real quick, why don't you fully introduce yourself, your title, what you do with Bubba, how long you've been there, and tell us a little bit about exactly what your role is there.
Yeah, I'm the mobile applications team lead at for Bubba. So I've been there for about 2.5 years now. So what I'm kind of over right now is the application development, server side stuff, product development in that space as well for more of the software products and everything like that.
So a lot of people are probably wondering what is software and everything you just said have to do with Bubba, but I have a feeling it's what's in your hands right now. What do we have?
Yep. So one of the things we've been working on is we do have the new standard fish scales from Bubba, and we have the Pro Series and the Standard Series. This is the Pro one here. So this one does all kinds of cool stuff. We have 3 different modes. We have the tournament mode, which I'm not sure if you can see it very well here. Maybe if I turn the brightness down.
So you can.
But we have the tournament mode.
Scale. That right there is pretty advanced.
Let's see here.
And Billy, no, that's not an RC remote, by the way. Oh yeah, there it is.
But it could be.
So I see a bunch of different icons, buttons, a digital scale. I'm assuming waterproof. Yep, IPX7. So the first mode we have here is we do have tournament mode. So you can't see it super well, but we do have 8 culling indicators here, and this is a colored LCD display. So it'll keep all track of those when you have your live well, and then you could quickly use our culling indicator set that we're coming out with as well to just quickly lock that on and throw it in the live well, and then see exactly which fish with the weight for each one. It lets you cull really easily. We do have, again, you can't see it very well, but there's a tournament limit up here. So you can set that. That's customizable all the way up from 2 to 8. So let's say you're fishing in a 5-fish tournament or something, you'd customize that in the settings, set it to 5. And then once you hit your 5th fish, it is going to auto cull for you. So it'll automatically go to the smallest fish, and it'll tell you which one to grab and pull out of your live well and then put back in. So does that come with those floating culling markers?
Yes, so this doesn't. The culling indicator sets are separate. So I think those are about $40, but you'll get the culling indicator set that'll match up exactly with these colors here. And again, I'm trying my best to show you guys, but it's pretty bad. It's red, blue, purple, green, yellow, orange, gray, and white. Yeah, there you go. So we do have 2 other modes on there. That one's more for the tournament fishermen. We do have a rally mode, which I'll switch to that. But the rally mode's more for if you're fishing solo by yourself. It'll track your biggest fish, your total bag weight, the total number of fish you've caught, and the smallest fish as well. So
wow,
you can kind of see that here. And then the final mode we do have is the competition mode. So let's say we were all in the same boat fishing together. We'd be able to pass this around, and I could be bag number 1, you could be bag number 2, bag number 3, and we could actually have a little competition, and it tells you right there who's leading. So we'll just hand it around, you select it, and actually save to that bag, and you'd actually be able to see who caught the most fish with the most bag weight at the end of the day.
Mario, are you thinking what I'm thinking on that? That would be a fun competition for clients, man.
That would be.
It would.
That is really cool.
That's right.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so that's really cool. What we also do have is we have the Bubba mobile app, the Bubba fishing app that we've come out with as well. So that actually the Pro Series, not the standard, the Pro Series, try to do the same thing here. Turn the brightness down.
There we go.
So you can see on here, this is synced up directly with my my scale. So it connects over Bluetooth, the Pro one does. And you can do stuff like make posts down here. You can have friends. You can have trips, which are GPS tracks. You can log all your catches automatically.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then you can also host virtual tournaments. So the virtual tournaments are really cool. You can set a start date, end date. And then you can have a winning condition, so you can go all the way from the biggest fish to the total bag weight to the total bag weight for X amount of fish, so all the way up to 8 fish. And you also can enable live tracking for safety reasons. So basically the admin or the host can see the last location of every single person, and make sure that the last check-in time and everything. You can have different options as well, like if an image is required, if catch notifications are enabled, live leaderboards, if it's required that you actually have one of the smart fish scales, and auto lock is enabled. So auto lock is something that we've designed that basically once you put your fish on here, it'll auto stabilize, and then it'll automatically lock after taking enough readings in a row of the exact weight.
Oh, wow.
So that's a good way to combat some cheating and stuff like that. And then you also the ability to sync the settings when you start the tournament and keep that public, private. You can invite individual anglers and everything like that. So basically the whole professional tournament experience for the for other anglers. So in clubs and collegiate and stuff like that.
So quick question for you, Michael. If I had, what's the maximum amount of boats that I could participate? Let's say 1 scale per boat with the app.
Yeah.
And what is the maximum amount of number there?
Yeah, it's unlimited. So all the software has been designed to scale automatically. So you can run as many as you want. There is a setting you can define in here, which is the max amount of anglers. But you can make 1,000, 2,000, whatever you want it to be. So that's not a limiting factor at all.
That is awesome.
That is too cool, man. And how long have you guys been working on this?
Yeah, so we've been working on this for over a year now, about a year and a half, kind of perfecting all of the software, everything. It's a very complex system, to say the least.
And when do you project that they'll be available for sale for retail?
Yeah, so some of these have already shipped out to Bass Pro and to Academy just recently. But the official launch date is going to be May 1st. So you'll start seeing these pretty much everywhere. Look at Bass Pro, look at Academy, and then you'll be able to get them there. So with the Pro Series, the one I just showed you, it's this one right here. You get the clip. You also get a hook as well. You'll get this hard case. So that's what it comes in.
Beautiful.
Wow.
And then you also will get a rechargeable lithium battery, and you'll get a battery tray as well here. So, and then you also do get a 2-year subscription for free to the Bub app. So that's a $119 value in itself, and that's an MSRP of $229. Too
cool. I can already tell, just for client fishing alone, like how much fun that's going to be to have a little competition.
Oh, yeah.
And now, so we've got a big tournament coming up this weekend, then we've got a huge tournament, the CCBA, that's going to be here the end of this month. So if I want to try to get one of those in my hands, for maybe this Friday, work Saturday, do I need to go to a local box store? Can I get them online, or do we just have to be patient?
Yeah, these are going out to Bass Pro and Academy first, and I know they're ramping up shipments and everything here quickly, so that stuff's going out. If you let me know, we might be able to get one your way as well. So,
sweet.
Limited supply though.
Absolutely, good deal, man. I'd love to test that thing out. I'm pumped. I mean, I could see the sparkle in Mario's eye when you started talking about the passing around on the boat and having a little friendly competition.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to enhance the guiding experience. So, well, cool, man. That dude, we're ecstatic about it. Is there anything else, any other features on that you want to highlight? I mean, you've covered quite a bit, so.
Yeah, I think we covered most of it. Obviously, you can customize all those settings directly in the app. The standard one does not have Bluetooth, but it just does have a segmented display, so it does not have an LCD display. Its price point is $129. It doesn't come with the rechargeable lithium battery either. It just comes with the battery tray that I showed you earlier. And that one is in stores now as well. So if you're looking for that one, it's in Academy and Bass Pro, I believe, right now.
Gotcha. Good deal. Awesome. And then is there an app for one of these bad boys here? The Pro, what's it called? The Pro fillet knife chargeable?
Yeah, there's not an app for that one, but That one does pretty well without nap, I'd say. That's one of the products that a lot of our fishermen really enjoy and like.
Yeah, they make fillets look Bluetooth.
Yeah. Well, I know for people like Matt Kleckner has a hard time filleting fish. It made it real fast and easy for him, so he uses this thing religiously. But I've started using it too. I mean, all of y'all's products, everything. So, Michael, thank you so much, man, for telling us about that and giving these guys and gals a heads up on this new product. So we're super stoked to get it on our shelves downstairs when it is available. And enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having us on. We're excited to get it out into the hands of everybody to use and get feedback on. So, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you coming on with us.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
You too.
You as well. All right. So there you have it. You're one of the first to hear about the actual app side of the scale. That is going to be a game changer in our industry, and we're really excited to have shared that with y'all. So stay tuned. I'm telling you, Bubba's making big moves. Big moves.
Pretty excited.
Everyone just thought they were fillet knives.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
That's what they were for so many years.
All right, that being said, we are going to hit another commercial. Thank you for joining us on Tackle Table Talk, presented by Nature Coast Financial Advisors. We will be right back to start talking some actual pelagic fishing and some tournament modes. We'll see you soon.
Hey Gary, what you doing?
Oh, just going through the book, looking at some dash panels.
As nice as that sounds, what if we went and did something a little more custom? Do you know anybody that might be able to make a switch panel like this?
Let's go talk to Brian.
I think Brian would be a good idea for that.
Cool, let's go.
It'd be sweet.
Oh, Brian. Hey, man.
What's up, brother?
I got a cardboard cutout. Can you make it into something for me?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. What?
This is our dash panel complete. Just wanted to throw a huge shout out to Brian up there at Extreme Decalz. Nailed it. This is exactly what I had envisioned when I drew literally a cardboard cutout for this to become a true dash piece and showpiece at the same time. Thank you very much, Brian. I'm super stoked to see this thing on the water.
Welcome back to this edition of the Ayinde Matthews State Farm Casting Couch. I am Mario Castello, Captain Mario Castello, if you would. And we have Captain Jack Carlson. He is the owner of Two Conchs Charters. Captain Jack, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we are.
All right, good deal.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
Man, we're doing great. How you guys doing?
Oh, it's just fantastic. Let me get started here. I got a couple of questions for you. What is Two Conchs Charters, and where are the different locations that people can choose from, along with the different charters to choose from?
Sure. Well, I mean, Two Conchs started here in the Florida Keys. I was born and raised here in Marathon, and everybody asks, now, how do we get the name Two Conchs? Two Conchs comes from me and my best friend. So when you're born in the Key, it's called a conch. So when I bought my first boat, you know, I was like, man, hey, we're always fishing together. We're diving together. I'm going to name it after me and you. And that was it. I was born in Marathon. He was born in Key West. And that's how I came up with the name Two Conchs. You know, to go over our locations, we have 26 boats in our fleet, all the way from Key West to St. Augustine. And now we just added one at Oak Island in North Carolina. So we got, you know, Key West, Marathon, St. Augustine, and North Carolina covered.
Okay, good deal. That actually covers my second and third question. I was wondering about the history of the Two Conchs Charters and where the name came from. So you just touched on both of those. All right. How about how How do our fine folks that are watching today, how do they get in touch with Two Conchs Charters? Do you have is it online, or do you have any kind of social media pages that they can touch on?
Yeah, our website is very intricate. You can book online. It's twoconchs.com, and that shows our vast array of boats. We fish everything from bonefish to swordfish. We run pulley ridge trips, 180 miles in the Gulf. We do it all. And, and then, of course, on our social medias at Two Conchs, that's on Facebook and Instagram. We're very easy to find, very easy to get a hold of. Or if you're watching TV, Two Conchs Sportfishing TV is on Outdoor Channel. And then Two Conchs Adventure is on Sportsman's Channel the first 6 months of the year. And then the last 6 months, both shows go on World Fishing Network.
Good deal, good deal.
So, we're easy to find, easy to see. We got 2 retail stores here in the Keys. We got a marina. So if you want to come fuel up your boat, you want to get baited tackle, we have it all here. We got you covered.
Okay. Here's a question that a lot of these folks I'm sure everyone's interested in. What's your personal favorite fish to target right now in the Keys?
Man, I tell you what, if everybody knows me, I like action. I got to have action. The fish ain't biting, I'm leaving. So really my favorite fish is the one that's biting. But, for eating wise, give me a triple tail. I'll take a triple tail all day long.
Triple tail are so fun. So that's a normal speed. They can pick from some of your charters down there. They can actually target the triple tail and whatever species you want, I would assume.
Yeah, for table fare, triple tail is great. That's why I think triple tail. But for charters, it's kind of it's pretty much like whatever people want to target. If they want tarpon, right now, tarpon are biting. Swordfish, we got 140-pound swordfish on last Thursday. There's been big muttons, groupers. I did a pulley ridge trip a couple weeks ago. We got a 100-pound warsaw. We're 11 for 11 on our pulley ridge trips on catching big warsaws up to 286 pounds. So it's been great. The fishing's always good down here, and with our vast array of captains and their knowledge, we can definitely put you on your bucket list fish.
Good deal. How many captains do you have that work for you guys, roughly?
There's one for every boat.
There's one.
There's one for every boat. Yeah, we have a couple fill-in captains on our tour boat. We got 2 captains down there at Isla Bella Beach Resort. We have a 53-foot tour boat. We do sunset tours, sandbar tours, island eco tours, and then of course all the fishing stuff too. So, it's a big company. Like I said, we do 5,000 charters a year. Wow. So we deal with a vast majority of people down here. So,
man, that sounds like that'd be really tough to manage 5,000 charters a year. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, fortunately we have a good booking program. I got 2 great managers that handle, really the Two Conchs parts, which allows me to fish over 300 days a year, because what I want to do every morning is push away from the dock and get out there on the boat. Mm-hmm. So, and I've been doing that my whole life, fishing over 300 days a year the whole time. So that's where you're going to come find me, out on the water, or after that, about 4 or 5 o'clock here at the dock.
So if people wanted to get a hold of you, is there a phone number that you can put up real quick, or would you rather have them go online and do some research on that, or how would they like to get a hold of you?
You can always call us at 305-481-0495. That's my personal cell number. That is the number to the company. During the day, though, I forward it to my managers, and then I take it over about 7 o'clock at night, and I'll answer it till about 9 o'clock at night, and then I send it back over to the girls in the morning, and but I get all the text messages, and they get all the phone calls. So it's a pretty good deal.
I hear you. I have a personal question for you. Talk to us a little bit about that map that's in the background right behind you.
Yeah, so we have a whole chart of the Florida Keys and also all the way to the Bahamas. It's pretty cool. I can pick it up here a little bit so you can see everything. Wow. The Florida Keys, got a glide grouper over there. But yeah, so we got the whole chart on my wall in my office. And then I got all my electric reels, stuff like that there for, pulley ridge and We got a lot more too, but those are the ones that in the office. But yeah, it's it's a cool wall to be able to have the charger. A lot of people go, yeah, no, where do you go to get those fish? And then I can just walk them in there and show them on the chart.
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you taking your time out to talk with us.
Real quick, Mario. I got some questions. But since we've got the
Sure.
CEO of pelegic fishing, the
CEO
of sport fishing.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Captain Jack, as we spoke a little bit, there we go. As we spoke a little bit about last night, out here our deep water consists of 5-6 foot. That's deep water for us.
Right.
It's we don't get the deep stuff. So my brother Billy and I, we took our own whirl at the whole pelagic and deep water thing when we went down the Keys through our annual lobster stuff after the scallop season. We did okay, but I really wish we would have booked a charter now because there's a lot more to learn than I think most people really think about. Water temperature differences, what baits to use, how much bait to get. I know with that was one thing I did learn is that the bait is everything. If you don't have those delicious greenbacks and those white baits you all get down there, that takes a lot of time off the charter, but it's important. So, do your captains go out and get that bait, or how does that work as far as your guides?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, up here in Marathon, I got a guy that goes out every morning for me catching bait, and then he'll supply, my boat and a couple others around me, in my fleet. And then some of the captains will go out on their own and catch them themselves, typically like the afternoon before. So they'll fish all day, come in, go catch bait, and then pen them up and then use them that morning. Sometimes you got to go catch it on your charter. But yeah, having the live bait's great, especially out there at the Marathon Hump. We get the bigger blackfin tunas out there. That's what you're going to get, the bigger blackfins on. I started jigging out there way back when, and, we did very well in the jigs. But, if you want a big blackfin tuna, then the live bait's going to do it. And we actually weighed in the all tackle world record here in my shop. So one of our clients that caught, and and they weighed it in right here for me. So yeah, 49 pounds, 6 ounces. So it was a big blackfin tuna. Of course, it was caught on live bait. But yeah, it's live bait's key. But when you're going for mahi, you don't really need to have live bait. Trolling works out great. You can have fresh dead ballyhoo rigged. You can have lures. We use like a lot of the CJ lures. It's a squid lure, a root beer lure that we call it, and that's that catches everything. We've got them here at our shop, made here in Marathon. So there's a lot of different techniques that you can use for like blue water fishing. Of course, like wahoo, the big deep dive and trolling plugs work well. So if you find like a pallet or a board or anything out there floating, drag one of those around and then you'll catch a wahoo. I think a lot of people pass that up. They're all worried about the mahi underneath it. They see the triple tail, they may catch that, and then they move on, and without even giving the wahoo a chance. And so you troll that plug by there, and guess what? You're going to be surprised.
Billy, I think we should hire
there's a lot to it.
To bring this out this fall.
Word.
I second that.
Yeah, come on down.
Yeah.
What now?
Come on down.
Speaking of, like I said, right after scallop season, we book it down there for a week. What is the targeted species? What do you feel like is the go-to species? End of September, early October. What's if we were to book a charter in that time frame? What would we be looking at?
I tell you what, that time frame, mahi is still around. Blackfin tuna, sword fishing is good. Pulley ridge trips are good. Of course, the snappers on the reef, the big mango snappers. That's some of our, most fun fishing. We can fish them during the day and catch limits and big ones too. 5-6 pounders on live bait, and that's right on the reef during that time frame around lobster season. So in that shallower water, that 25, 30 feet, you'll see them snappers boiling up. So that's a good time to kind of mix bag, do everything, and the offshore is great that time of year.
And
you guys want to come down, we'd love to have you.
Absolutely, man. Sign us. I'll get with you guys because we definitely want to do that. We want to go do the swordfish thing. That was something that really intrigued us when we were there. We heard people talking about it, but we got to go with the professionals on that one. Now, you all also run lobster charters as well, right?
Yeah, we do. Yep. So during that mini season, we'll take out people lobstering. We only do full days. We don't want to get into double halves trying to catch, 2 different groups, double limits. We just do a full day, take one family out or group of guys or girls, whatever it may be, and we do a full day, we catch our limit. And if we decide to fish a little bit, we'll fish a little bit. But it's just more of like, get out there, show you how it's done, take it easy. Everybody thinks, oh, lobstering's easy. You're going to get your limit. Well, professionals will. Guys who do it all the time will. Yeah. But, man, sometimes you got to fight that current. You got to wait it out. And that's where the lobsters are. So, you get in that water, it's 3-4 feet of water, but if that current's ripping, you're going to get wore out quick.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot more to it than what people think.
We lose 5-10 pounds every time we go down lobstering on vacation too.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I got to really admire you on too. So when you think of the Florida Keys and fishing, you put 2 names together, Captain Jack Carlson and 2 conchs. The first time that we ever encountered 2 conchs, it was just you and I think, on the boat, right, Billy? Yeah, it was just us 2. It was a morning, and we were out in a well-known lobster area. And we see this 2 conchs boat, and we kind of got giddy. I mean, we're charter guides, so when you see like the big dogs in the charter business, driving by, it's always a cool feeling. But your captains were so humble, so nice, talked to us. No, Billy, it was 3 years ago because we really didn't know what we were doing yet.
I think you're right. It was a couple of years ago.
Years ago. And he helped us out, man. They were awesome, and you could tell that your guests on the boat were having the time of their lives, and that's why you are the man behind the charter business. A lot of people, I mean, you've got to be one of the biggest fishing charter businesses in the world, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But still to have that humble spirit, and you were awesome to talk to last night and right now. So really look forward to get down and fishing with y'all next. But I do have to admire you on that. You definitely. You either picked the right captains or you trained them right. So,
yeah, it's a little bit of both, and a lot goes out to my captains, because it's really about the team, talking about lobster season. It was 2 or 3 years ago where one of my captains was looking at a boat and noticed something was wrong. And there was a cooler floating going back and forth in there. So both of them went over there to look at it. They got their clients on board, and there was a mom with a baby. And all the divers had already gone in, and the boat was in the middle of sinking. And we happened to be filming our TV show at the time, and so the guys put the cameras on there and said, "Hey, will we film it?" My captain's like, "Yeah, let's film it." So they went in there and got the divers up, got them onto our boat, and then grabbed their boat and started towing it to dump all the water out before it totally did sink. And then they saved the boat, saved the divers. And I see my clients, so I see Captain Mike and Captain Manny coming in with a boat behind them, and they got all these people on board. And I'm out there, and it's me and Cam, I'm in my boat, Cam's in his boat, and we're fishing or taking the lobster divers out there. We go over there. I'm like, oh, my God, how many people do they have on board? Coast Guard's gonna be all over us, And then I get up to them, and they're like, Jack, you're not going to believe this. We just saved these people sinking. And I was like, okay, wow. No wonder why you got so many people on board. But, so they saved the boat, saved the divers. The mom had like a 6-month-old on board. She was in the water swimming. One of our mates, Cade, he's in the Marines right now. And he swam over there, grabbed the baby from her. The mom didn't want to let it go. But she's like, hey, you got to get off the boat. And it's going down. And it was an amazing story, and they filmed it. And it was all part of it. And actually, the cool part was one of the kids that was on the boat, his mom wrote me a nice letter. And the whole thing was the best part about sinking was that the 2 conchs came out here and saved us. and I watched them on TV and YouTube and all that stuff, and I started laughing. So, yeah, we have a big company. We try to be good stewards of the ocean. Not only, saving people. I've had captains recently save some migrants that were crossing, that were sinking. Captain Chris did a great job, saved 4 lives, and called in the Coast Guard, gave them waters. Their raft was like 90% sunk, and they were in the water. And so he called the Coast Guard. They were there within 15 minutes, dropped down the safety diver, put them in the helicopter. They all got saved. And there's instances where Captain Dillon saved another rental boat sinking. A bunch of people on there were getting in the water. The boat was going down, and, he was right time, right place doing it. But when you got 26 boats going out there every day, we're running 27 to 30 to sometimes 40 charters in a day, dipping out there. It's we're out there everywhere. A lot of good things for people. A lot of stuff, we don't even put on social media. We don't need the recognition. We just do it, and we know, we did a good deed.
That's awesome. So Captain Jack,
yeah, it's definitely good.
That is too cool, man. So I was just wondering, we got 45 seconds left. So I do have one last question for you. I know Bubba,
Sure.
You guys are big believers in Bubba. We see it on your boats. See you guys, the pitchers always using them. For mahi specifically, what is the go-to fillet knife? What style? What is there I
got Old Faithful. Old Faithful, the 9-inch fleck. That's the one that I'll use all the time. And but what I'm looking at is that net right there behind you. That net is the best net I've ever had, right there. It's strong. We net our mahis, because I don't like losing them, but I'll sit there and I'll net that mahi. They lay nice and calm in there. Take the hook out. The hooks don't get in there, snagged in there too terribly. I tell you what, Bubba has gone a long way. They have great products, just like what you said. And I got captains that'll test to it. They do a great job. They have great products to do good product testing.
Awesome. Yeah, man, it's I tell you what, this net, she has seen a lot so far, and I cannot believe it's still in one piece, but that's the product, just like you said, and you can tell that they really care about it. Captain Jack, thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to getting down to the Keys and fishing with you. Can't say thank you enough for supporting us and coming on the show tonight.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Sounds good, brother. I appreciate it. All right, guys. That being said, we're going to go back to Captain Mario with his next guest this evening. Big tournament coming up. Mario, what do we got going on the end of the month?
All right, we have James Holder and Erica Corley. James is the weighmaster, and Erica is the executive officer for the CCBA Family Fishing Tournament. You guys want to come up? Got a seat for you.
Hey, Mario.
On the couch.
Hey, Mario.
How you doing?
Putting the rose in the middle of the 2 thorns?
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
I'll take it.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about this CCBA tournament. I'm sorry. What does tell me a little bit about the history of this tournament, how it started, where it began.
28
28th annual.
Ago. So it's our 28th annual. So that quick math says about 1995, I believe, is when we first started. Now it has not always been out of McRae's at Old Homosassa. We've done that the last 4 years, right, James?
Yep.
Last 4 years we've been at McRae's there. So yeah, this will be our 28th annual, before my time.
Oh, wow, yeah. So what does this tournament actually benefit?
Our charitable partners for this particular event is the Military Order of Purple Hearts.
Okay. And that's here local, or is that a
Yes, that's the chapter.
The Aaron Weaver chapter.
Aaron Weaver chapter 776. So it support them for this particular event. They actually do a gun chance drawing raffle throughout both nights this year. We'll do that, so you have the chance to, till tickets sell out, I should say. So you have the chance, and there'll be a choice of one of 3 guns to pick, and that benefits them as well.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about the payouts and the places that can win in this tournament. You have information on this little sheet here? So
Yeah, payouts biggest on trout. We've got $5,000 for first place trout, $4,000 for first place redfish, $500 for redfish with most spots, and then we've got a Jack Crevalle category that will pay $150.
And that's all your divisions right there. Do you have any other ones?
We do first through third on trout and redfish, and first and second on spots and first and second on Jack Crevalle.
Good deal.
And that's based on 150 boat entries. So
We're getting close, though,
getting
so
close.
we should have full payout without a problem.
Is there a maximum allowed for
200.
boat entries? There's 200 on the top.
200's the cutoff, so
Yes.
I got you. All right. And who all can enter this tournament? Is there any restrictions on the tournament entry?
no restrictions. Anybody can enter.
Anybody?
Anybody can enter.
Yeah, whether you're a captain, whether you do it for a living.
Captains can fish it. No age restrictions. No, it's open to anybody.
Is there any children's divisions in the awards and stuff?
There is a separate children's fishing tournament that benefits the Citrus County Construction Academy. That's separate, but the weigh-in is tied in together. It's a one-day tournament. There's goodie buckets for the kids. Very inexpensive entry for the youth tournament, but they don't qualify for the prizes. What we find is a lot of people will enter their kids in the youth, and they'll also be a part of the boat in the overall tournament.
Okay.
They get a big fish, they're in the money.
No, that's
Correct. So if you register your boat and put your child on the boat by no later than the captain's meeting, they can fish the youth tournament as long as they're registered for the youth tournament. And then they can go out and fish with you on Sunday, and they may pull in the most red spots. Last year, a young lady came in either first or second.
I believe it was second.
For the most spots, and she had fished the day before in the youth tournament. And I will tell you something that's back again this year. Apopka Marine Yamaha is our presenting sponsor, and they're also doing the Citrus County Youth Giveaway for the boat.
Okay.
So any Citrus County youth that is no older than 17 years old on Saturday, April the 29th, can register to win that boat. One registration per child, so it can be your neighbor, your niece, your child, as long as any kid. One registration per child. The caveat is you must be there to win.
right.
What did we
And
pick, like 3 last year
three.
before
Three
there was
people.
actually somebody there to claim the boat?
And out of the mouths of babes, some young man standing there was like, my gosh, how do you register for something and not be here to win it? It's a boat. And the next poll was his cousin, and his cousin won because his cousin was there. So you have to be there to win.
Oh, I got you. All right. How about the check-ins? I know there's been some changes here lately about where to check in and where you can leave out of, where you come back in, the checkouts and all that stuff.
Yeah, great news this year, Mario. We have eliminated the actual checkout where in previous years, either McRae's, last year we did Ozello Keys Marina. Gary was generous enough to have a checkout here. And we've done the halfway ramp, the county park. This year we have no official checkout.
So it's almost done by the honor system.
Honor system, lines in the water, no earlier than 6 a.m.
Okay.
Obviously we do still polygraph potentially any winners. So it is the honor system, but there will be no official checkout.
Okay. What about the all the rules and the regulations and stuff? Can people check them out online, or is there somewhere where they can go?
Combination.
To actually do it?
There's a combination. When you register, the information is provided for you there. It will be provided in your captain's bucket the night of the captain's meeting. We are strongly encouraging, since we don't have a checkout the next morning, that as many of the anglers as possible send the captains to the captain's meeting, because that's your check-in and your check-out.
I got you.
Rules will be there. Rules can be found on www.citrusbuilders.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, the 28th Annual Family Fishing Tournament on Facebook.
I got you. How about the sign up? Where can they sign up? Can they sign up directly onto the website?
They can go to Facebook and sign up. They can register through Facebook. Again, go to www.citrusbuilders.com. Look all over town for these nice.
Yeah, just about every bait shop in town's got these now, and
you might have found
usually
one on your vehicle.
I did. Yeah. Just hanging off the window of my truck. So
We've been trying to make sure we stop at the ramps. So call the office, 352-746-9028. I'll walk you through it.
Okay, that's perfect. I think that's it. That's everything. When is the tournament? How long is the tournament?
The captain's meeting is Friday, April the 28th at McRae's of Old Homosassa. The tournament starts at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning, April 29th, and final weigh-in is 3 p.m. sharp on Sunday the 30th.
Okay, so check out all the rules and regulations online, and go ahead and sign up while you're there. I want to thank you guys for showing
Mario,
up.
appreciate you having us again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Awesome. It was awesome. Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, I believe we are going back to Gary.
Awesome job, Mario, and our friends at the CCBA. Billy, we have such a good time fishing this every year.
Every year.
And I tell you what, even if you're not going to fish this, the party and the festivities alone down at McRae's in Homosassa.
Get yourself in those raffles. Enjoy the day.
So much fun. Plus, you get to see the beautiful face like James Holder down there. And I tell you, guys, thank you so much. And Billy, we're going to be giving away an entry tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Right here on Fish Talk Live. And I hope y'all were paying attention to one of the segments tonight because we just pulled a random question out the yin yang. So we're going to ask that real quick. And
It's been mentioned somewhere amongst the show.
It has. So the first 6 people to answer this correctly is going to have a chance to win it. They're going to get added to the Hydra deck at Extreme Decalz Reel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So Billy, I think the question should be, what is the nickname if you are a native from the Keys? What is the nickname that you absorb?
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of comes with it.
So what is that nickname if you are a native from the Florida Keys? So that being said, we're going to go to a commercial break. So
Be right back.
This is the new teaser
Oh.
for the first episode of the season of New Waters. So check it out. Sean has been busting his butt on this one. It was a lot of fun. And we're not going to spoil too much yet, but I think you guys will understand, where we're going with this first episode. So check it out, and when we come back, I think our guest from the CCBA should spin the reel. What do you think?
Spin it to win it.
Spin it to win it. BRB.
Let's roll.
It's that new economical trolling motor.
Just kidding. Here we are. We are here with the Hydra deck Reel of Fortune. You guys apparently got this one quickly. So the answer to the question was a true conch.
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 Conch with an N. Or conch.
Or a conch. I mean, I guess you can call it that. Oh, look at Bree's head. So what we're going to do, we're going to have one of you two, if you guys would like, go ahead and give it a heck of a spin. Let's see who ends up getting this.
This direction?
Pretty sad that we all know what the
Spin it to win. I'm going for a shrimp.
Pompano.
Pompano.
Or permit.
Nice.
Shrimp. Hey!
The shrimp it is. What is that, Dennis? Denise? Denise? Ah.
Denise Geikier, right?
Miss Denise.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You officially. Yep. Yeah, terrible trying to pronounce your last name, so that's my fault. But congratulations, and best of luck in this tournament. I'd love to see y'all get in on it.
For their free entry, do you guys...
Have them call the office, Denise, and talk to me, and
Perfect.
then I'll get her situated. 352-746-9028.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Alrighty,
guys.
y'all.
Congratulations.
Pretty much wraps up the evening, and want to thank all of our sponsors here for Fish Talk Live, from Phillips Otter Group to Hydro Deck, Extreme Decalz, Nation Coast Financial Advisors, Ayinde Matthew. Can't do any of this without y'all. Thank you all very much.
All of them. Abyss batteries, Bubba, man,
list
Bahio
is-
sunglasses. Yeah,
It's
we'll
longer
keep
than
on
this
going.
bird.
But definitely want to thank our guests tonight, getting all
It's a pleasure having y'all out tonight.
Obviously,
Thank
you,
you all
Billy,
very much for
Captain
coming.
Mario, Sean, Aubrey, Bree, everyone. Brody being real patient back there.
You did well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Be back in a week.
Damn. You all right? Oh, I'm good. I told you to be careful.
Is that GoPro on?
Yeah. That's bad right there. Oh, that was better than catching a fish.